Hello team, welcome back. And today we will discuss about the containers versus VM. So in this particular lecture, we will discuss about the containers and we will discuss about the virtual machines. And we will see how containers are different from the virtual machines. So first, we will see some kind of similarities and some kind of differences between the containers and the virtual machines. So containers and virtual machines both have similar resource allocation and allocation benefits. In this way, we can compare the containers and virtual machines. They all run on a single host machine, right? On a single host machine, I can execute multiple containers, and this is true for the virtual machines as well. On a single host system, I can execute multiple virtual machines, right? And what all about the containers and virtual machines? So when I'm basically running the multiple virtual machines on a single host machine, then I'm allocating some specific chunk of resources to a specific VM, a specific virtual machine. This is true for the containers as well. When I'm running multiple containers on a single host machine, then basically I'm allocating specific resources to that particular container, right? In the previous lectures, we have executed the Nginx web server on port 80 and port 8081. So in that way, we have allocated two port, which is the resource of the hosting machine, the port 80 and port 8081 to different containers. So basically containers and virtual machines both have similar resource allocation and allocation benefits. But the containers and the virtual machine are functionally different. Why? Because the containers virtualize the operating system, but the virtual machines virtualize the hardware. To understand this particular statement, we need to go through the coming slide. And this is also the true that containers are more portable. So suppose you have set up four virtual machines on single host machine, right? Now you want to port these virtual machine with their own running processes and attributes. Then the virtual machines are as compared to the containers are hard to port, right? But the containers are more portable. You are running a single container like we was running the Nginx server on a container which is on the host machine. Suppose tomorrow I will change the host machine. So what I else need to do? I just need to install the Docker and execute that Nginx image. That's it. Nothing else I need to do to port my Nginx web server from one host machine to another host machine, which is not true with the virtual machines, right? When we are saying we will port the complete virtual machines, then we need to port the complete resource allocation. We need to port all the processes which is running on virtual machine A. So let's understand the second statement when we have mentioned that containers are different with the virtual machine, that containers virtualize the operating system, what virtual machines virtualize the hardware. So here is a specific diagram about the containers and about the virtual machines. The first diagram, the containers or containerized application are about the functionality of the container, and the second diagram, virtual machines are basically all about the virtual machines. So let's start. So there are two hosting machines, right? So host machine A is running the container and host machine B is running the virtual machines. So when we are saying we are running the host machine A, then you can say the infrastructure is there, then the operating system which is running on the host machine, and on that particular operating system we are running the Docker, right? So you can see the infrastructure layer is the lowest layer, and after that we have the second layer which is host operating system, right? So we have set up a Linux cloud machine, right, which is, so Linux is my host operating system, and over the Linux we have installed the Docker. So Docker is basically installed over the host operating system, right? So this statement is quite true because for the Mac we have separate Docker setup, for the Linux we have separate Docker setup, for the Windows we have separate setup, for the AWS for we have separate setup, and in the same way we have different kind of images which belongs to different kind of operating systems. So Docker always execute as the above layer on the operating system, right? And on that Docker, we can run multiple containers. So you can see the app A, app B, app C, app D, app E, and app F. All are the containerized application which is running on the Docker. So what Docker is doing? Docker is basically virtualizing the host operating system, right? It's virtualizing the host operating system to the containers. But the statement is not true about the virtual machines, right? On the virtual machine, we will either use the hyperversion or we will use some virtual setups, right? And every virtual machine have their own operating system. They have their own specific allocated memory on the hardware, right? So the virtual machine A may have their own operating system, which could be Linux, could be Windows, could be Mac, and could be anything, right? The virtual machine 2 have their own operating system, and virtual machine 3 have their own operating system. And basically, when we are creating the virtual machines, so we are allocating a specific resource of that host machine to that particular virtual machine, right? So suppose we have a host machine which have the RAM 32 GB and which have the SDA about 500 GB, right? And if we are creating 4 virtual machine on that particular host machine and we are allocating 2 GB RAM and 25 GB hard disk to every virtual machine. So in this way, we are basically defining or we are basically virtualizing the hardware, right? The hardware configuration we are virtualizing, right? This is not the operating system based virtualization. We are dedicating or we are allocating a specific hardware resource to a specific virtual machine. This is not true in the case of the Docker. Docker is just virtualizing the operating system. Rest, the memory allocation, the resource consumption will be allocated at runtime, right? So this is the difference between the containers and virtual machines. So containers are most optimized in the way of resource saving as compared to the virtual machines. Containers are not the virtual machines. Containers are just the processes, right? We have already discussed, we have seen, we have executed some containers. So containers are just the processes. There is no fixed memory allocation. There is no fixed resource allocation to the container. Containers are limited what resources they can access, right? So we have earlier seen that if we want to execute some container on some kind of specific port, so I'm allowed to do that. And the container which is running on that particular port is basically limited to access that port only, right? So containers are limited what the resource they can access. Containers exit when the process exits. So let's see the statement, right? So to discuss it further, I have opened my Docker machine in my terminal, right? So if I will execute the command docker container ls, then it will return me the running container ID. So only one container is running on my Docker, right? So you can see that particular container is running on my Docker machine. And we have stated that containers are just the processes, right? So suppose I want to see what process this particular container is running. So I will execute docker container top and then the container ID. Press enter. So you can see the two processes is basically running in this container. The first is nginx master process and second is nginx worker process. Now suppose I want to see how many processes are running on my host machine. For this, I will execute the command ps space AUX. Press enter and it will list out all the processes running on your host machine, right? So over here we can see there are two processes are running on this host machine. This is the nginx master, which is the process IDs 3271 and the nginx worker process IDs 3311. They are the same we have seen when we executed the docker top. 2371 right? So basically you can see the container is just running the process on the host machine, right? If you want to just see the process which is running the nginx, then you can execute the command ps aux pipe, then grep, and then nginx. Press enter, and this will return you the process which is running the nginx. And you can see this is the master process, this is the worker process, and this is the command itself we have executed to search for the nginx process, right? Suppose I will stop my docker, right? So docker container ls, and I will execute the command docker stop and the container id, which is C4677. If you will provide 3 to 4 digit of the starting of your container ID, then Docker will automatically recognize it and close it, right? If I will execute the command docker container ls, so you can say nothing will be returned, right? It means the nginx container which was running on my machine has been stopped. Now if I will execute the command ps aux pipe grep nginx, so let's see what we will get. So we are not getting any process. So process is exited, right? So when we stop the container, the process exit itself. So basically the containers are just the running process, the executable instance of your image, right? This is not the case with the virtual machines. Virtual machines have their own operating system. Virtual machines have their own memory allocation. Virtual machines have their own RAM. Virtual machines have their own processes, right? In the case of the Docker and containers, the all processes are running on the host machine only. Okay, there is no separate operating system which is running the processes for your Docker, right? So that's all about the containers versus virtual machines. I hope the concept of the virtual machines and the containers are pretty much clear to everyone. If you still have the question, you can raise your question in question and answer forum, and I will happy to answer you. Thank you guys.